listening to Doing the Most with Henry and Jack. Tune in at ChapmanRadio.live Thursdays at 2 p.m.
And we're back! What's up, everyone? I'm Henry.
I'm Jack.
And we're doing the most. And we have a special guest here today, Colin C. Silber. What's up, Colin?
Hello, everybody. It's good to be here.
Good to have you.
This is one of our most requested guests. I am so excited about this. So I guess let's just jump right into it. Colin, what is your worst moment of the week?
Oh, we're starting off with worst moment. Okay.
Worst moment of the week. It's been a pretty decent week, all things considered. I guess the worst moment of the week for me is probably just feeling the stress of everything that's going on. We haven't been here for 2 months, and I already feel severely burnt out.
Oh, yeah? You have a lot of work?
Yeah, I have not like too much work, but I definitely have a busy workload, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, a lot of classes?
I don't have too many classes. I have, for a first year, I think 4 major classes and 1 lab is doable. However, it sucks when you have to get up super early in the morning to do one of those classes twice a week.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Is it an 8 a.m.?
It's an 8 a.m. It's 8:05.
Yeah,
and I had to get up at 7, and I go to bed kind of like, and I like have a hard time waking up on occasion, so that's not fun.
Yeah, I have an 8 a.m. as well. I would agree, it's not fun.
Oh, jeez, I hate that.
I don't have an 8 a.m. So
lucky.
suck, I guess.
You'll get there. I know you will.
Next semester it'll get me, but I don't have to take any gen ed, so yeah.
All right.
Well, I guess I'll go next year. My worst moment of the week is that my door stopped working for me specifically, and I couldn't study for my midterm yesterday, so I just had to go to my professor and ask him to move it, and thankfully he did. But it was really bad. I couldn't study at all.
That sounds like a...
Yeah, I was coming to my room yesterday because we're neighbors, and he was sitting outside in the hall against the door. I really wish I could have helped, but yeah, that was rough.
These doors, man.
Yeah, I know.
Like...
Well, his card specifically just never works. How many cards have you gone through now?
I think I'm on card 15 now.
You're kidding me.
Yeah, it's like,
Come
it's
on.
not good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, all right, I'll go next. My worst moment of the week was I got tricked by an AI video for the first time.
Oh no!
Yeah, the new Sora AI, it's scary.
We all have those moments. Me particular, since I've like known how it's evolved, I can easily tell how it's fake. It's like AI cannot capture like super super detailed aspects of the world, so it just kind of resorts to looking really glossy.
Yeah,
that's how I always tell. It's that and like the way people talk. It sounds kind of echoey.
Have you seen some of the new Sora videos though? Because they're like,
yes.
I'm able to tell, but there was one video that was like, it was quick and it was like it wasn't long enough to really tell that it was AI, and it was something you would see like on TikTok, and I even sent it to some friends too.
No. It's easy to tell because some people stupidly don't remove the watermark.
This one didn't have a watermark either.
Okay, well then that like makes more sense. If you don't mind my asking, what was that about? What was the video?
It was just like it was someone backflipping off a shelf in Walmart. But
oh gosh.
But yeah, I watched it and I sent it, and then I looked at the comments, and they were all saying, yeah, some people were like, this is hilarious, and some people were saying, yeah, this is AI. I looked at it again, and I could kind of tell.
We got to do better with
Scary
this.
times we're in.
Mm-hmm. And then I got a second backflip off a shelf in Walmart video, and that one was a little more AI, so that kind of sealed the deal for me.
All right, well, we're going to go into our first song. This is Drive Me Crazy by Lil Yachty and Diana Gordon. That was Drive Me Crazy by Lil Yachty and Diana Gordon. Oh my god, what a banger, guys. I listened to that song for the first time live at the Chromacopia tour with Tyler Creator, Lil Yachty in Paris, Texas. What That's what I have to say about that song.
All right.
You want to take it, Jack?
Well, I mean, I like that song as well. I think we should move on to some of the questions we have prepared for Colin here, though.
What's your favorite movie, Colin? We ask all of our guests this.
Okay, well, for those of you who are just tuning in or just listening in, I have I have a ton of. I'm a huge fan of comic books. My favorite film of all time is a comic book film. It is the original Avengers from 2012. It's the first PG-13 movie I ever saw in theaters, and that was like what really got me hooked to be like a massive comic book fan and a massive comic book movie fan. And to this day, I still hold it in very high regards. Screenplay is fantastic. The performances are great. It's just it's wonderful.
I would agree. I feel like that and Iron Man kind of really started the comic book movie.
Well, think
craze.
about like
That was kind of the first
before
thing to
this, there were comic book films, but they weren't like the big deal. Like Superman the movie and Batman '89 were good, but they weren't like the monster hits that like we see today. Sam Raimi's Spider-Man came along in the early 2000s, and then you had The Dark Knight, which was the first like $1 billion hit, and then Marvel just kind of took the reins for the comic book movie kings, although the quality of the some recent stuff hasn't been so fantastic.
Yeah. Well, speaking of fantastic, did you see Fantastic Four?
I did. I saw Fantastic Four First Steps twice. Once with a crowd in San Diego during San Diego Comic-Con, and then another time was when I was back home, and I caught it in theaters before I moved.
What do you think of it compared to Avengers or
I mean,
Marvel?
I think post-Avengers Endgame, this is probably my favorite thing they've done because it's the most different, and also it's great to see the Fantastic Four finally represented the way they should be, as opposed to whatever, the last adaptation we had was Fantastic, and everyone knows how that movie turned out.
That one's the best movie in the franchise.
Is that the say that again?
Yes, that's that one. We all know how that turned out, and thank goodness Marvel came in and they were like, let's do something different. Let's make it feel different, and it worked.
It's also what Nintendo did with the Super Mario movie.
Yes, all the previous video game movies, I think, were like kind of hit and miss. Even the first video game movie ever made was the original adaptation of Super Mario Brothers with Bob Hoskins and John Leguizamo.
Yeah,
that was so different compared to what we had 3 years ago. It's not even competition.
Yeah. What do you think about the Switch 2, Colin? What are your thoughts there?
I'm a huge fan of Nintendo always.
Me too, twin.
Yeah,
I think
see the me profile picture.
Yeah.
Yes.
The
I
iconic
think the
profile
Switch 2 is severely flawed. I don't necessarily think the pricing is a problem. I don't like the name. I don't like that it's just the Switch but bigger
and better.
I fully disagree, actually. I think that the Switch 2 is like a near perfect upgrade in every way. It's what Switch 1 should have been, and because of that, I feel like my investment was totally worth it. Like, I bought the Switch 2 because I was like, okay, Switch, but in 4K, and, it looks better and it feels better. And it's correct. I mean, Jack can vouch, too. He's been playing on it.
Yeah.
Everything just feels better on Switch 2. I love it.
Well, I wasn't the one who bought it, so
it is
I'm
my
a little
Switch
biased. I do think the prices are kind of crazy. The $80 games. and
$80
stuff,
games is
that's kinda
ridiculous, yeah.
But since I didn't have to buy it, it's pretty cool. It is better in a lot of ways than the Switch one.
Well, I think that if as more exclusive games come out on it, like I'll probably get it to play Donkey Kong Bonanza because that's the game I was like super hyped for as soon as it was announced.
So good.
I think as more games release, I'll be like more interested. But like as of right now, I think that the Switch, the original, is good as it is, and I'm happy to own it and play some of my favorite games on there. Like obviously Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 just
bangers.
got re-released, and
Bangers.
I bought that.
I should
And
do that.
Galaxy 2, I got it because
I'm
Galaxy 2 is one of
thrilled.
my favorite games, and it's finally back on the Switch. Guys, for anyone unaware, Galaxy 2 has been kind of forgotten by Nintendo. They haven't even acknowledged it since in the maybe 15 years since its release.
Yeah,
So,
it came out in 2010.
yeah, so
Wow.
for them to suddenly remaster Galaxy 2 and put it on the Switch is like such a big deal. So I'm hyped.
And it's also great to, own the first game again, despite the fact that I own 3D All-Stars. I'd love to have, because I'm a huge fan of the first game.
Yeah.
I haven't played the second one yet, but I am excited to see how that's like. But I love Galaxy 1 so much. It's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, I definitely gotta play it.
So we're going to move on to our first song here. By Colin's request, we have a little bit of a mix of Michael Jackson
Second
and
song.
Queen. So this is Beat It by Michael Jackson. That was Beat It by Michael Jackson. Another banger. Michael Jackson really is the king of pop, but King Von will always be the king of O-Block.
No, we don't compare people like Michael Jackson to King Von.
I think that it's worth comparison. Anyways,
Okay.
next topic of discussion here I wanted to talk about, Colin, is your Instagram. Obviously,
Okay.
a lot of people have things to say about it. I just want to know, like, what's your mindset when going into Instagram? Like, you go on to Instagram, what are you thinking when you post?
So, I'm just kind of living life, right?
Yeah.
And I initially was like really against the use of social media, but by the time I was 16, I was kind of convinced to kind of dabble into that stuff. This was like my way of letting people see into how I operate as a human being, what my morals are, what my views on life are, and what I'm excited for. That's pretty much
Yeah.
what I do. So going into a normal day, I'm prepared to post like, words of wisdom, as I like
Yeah.
sometimes do. Like randomly I'll just go on and like take a picture facing down somewhere. Like it's a black screen
Yeah.
and just a wall of text. It's like something.
Something you think people should know?
Yeah, something I think people should hear, something I think people should know. I use that to announce a bunch of the stuff I'm like planning on working on.
Yeah.
So it's really just the whole mix of a look into my personal life plus who I am as a human being.
It's just like stream of consciousness.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
What about...
I do enjoy seeing your what new note you have for the day.
I do
Oh,
agree
thank
with
you,
that.
thank you.
Yeah.
I don't do
Those are
notes often, but I think now I'm just gonna start doing them daily because I think they're pretty fun.
Yeah, they're fun.
Now, this is maybe a bit of a controversial question, but what about when you post things like, day one of looking for the right girl? What are your intentions? What are your intentions with a
Okay,
post like that? Like
that's
when you
just-
put that out there, what are you trying to get?
That's just putting stuff out into the universe,
Yeah?
so they can hear me. I'm kind of pulling back with that stuff right now because it's
Yeah.
like I've heard a lot of feedback of like just kind of let it happen. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna pull back with that. But that's just pretty much me being like, hey, universe, I'm asking for this.
Yeah.
Hear my prayer. Kind of like all that.
I want to know what is the perfect girl to you? Like what are you looking for? Because maybe one of
okay.
our listeners could
So
help you out.
sorry to anybody who's not that's listening. I truly am. Just have a good heart, be compassionate, and I'm open.
Yeah.
That's pretty much all I need.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well, there you hear it, guys.
All right. Well, also speaking of Instagram, there's been some shenanigans that have been going on in the Dodge group chat.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So what's the story there? Give us.
Okay, so I figured since it's a group chat about Dodge students that we'd be talking about film and opportunities there. Yet for some reason there are some people out there that kind of promote Benson Boone and then actively create a bunch of culty posts about him. Now, I don't listen to Benson Boone, and I'm really happy for people who do, but like this is a group chat about us as students, not worshiping a dude with an admittedly good-looking stash.
Preach, Colin.
This is true. You don't enjoy looking at Benson Boone every time you open the chat.
No, because then half the time it's like they then send posts of Benson Boone that are like really weird and like thirst traps.
Honestly, I'm inclined to agree. Yeah, I mean it's a group chat with like 250 people in it. I don't know why you're sending Benson Boone reels to it. It's I don't know. Just
Like,
kinda,
why not
it's
just
the
make
point
a
of the chat.
separate group chat about being fans, or I guess
I fully agree.
Benson
thirsty
Boone
for
fan club.
Benson Boone.
What do you think about the cage fight that's been proposed to settle this?
A cage fight is the stupidest thing because, like, somebody's gonna get hurt, and that's not gonna be fun.
Yeah.
So I think the better idea, which somebody did propose, is like a capture the flag match, because at least that's competitive in the right sense, where you're not gonna get hurt unless you're like really, really rough and aggressive. And
Yeah.
capture the flag is fun. Why wouldn't you want to do capture the flag?
True. But
Capture
so
the flag?
at this point is the wait. Actually, let me check. Yep. The chat is still on Benson Boone, so I see you've
Yeah.
given up for the moment of changing it back.
Yeah, I plan on changing it back, but the problem with that is that there's somebody who dares to challenge the chat being about, the Dodge class of 2029 and wants it so bad to be the Benson Boone cult. And to that person, I say, deal with it. We're not here to be thirsty for Benson Boone. We're here to talk about movies and be students and share knowledge of events like master classes, by the way. Hello, folks.
Hell yeah, man.
Oh yeah.
Do better.
All right. Well, I think we're going to go into our next song here. This is Michael Jackson, Billie Jean. That was Billie Jean by Michael Jackson. Another great pick. Colin, you ended your conversation earlier by talking about, projects that you're working on and how the Dodge group chat should be for that.
Yes.
But I want to know, what projects are you working on right now?
Well, I have this one project that I've been kind of promoting for the last couple of years now, and we're finally moving forward with it, and I'm super
yeah.
happy about that because I have a great passion for filmmaking, as anyone in Dodge should
Of
have.
course.
Yeah.
And this is a project I approached a friend about a couple of years ago, or like a year ago at this point, not a couple of years ago. And I was like, why don't we make a sequel to two projects? One of them was mine, and the other one of them was his, and we like tie our worlds together.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh.
So it's going to be an interesting little shared story, and what's going to follow are other stories that are told in that world. So it's a somewhat cinematic universe, but more in line with The Conjuring, which had like a set ending, and it's not like an ongoing story, or like the Universal Monsters films. Like they all take place in the same world, but they're not like super connected apart from the occasional crossover.
Yeah.
Can you give us any details, or you do not want to reveal anything yet?
In due time, you will learn more about this project because
All right.
I'm trying to keep it super, super under wraps, and the only people that are going to know about it are the ones who audition for it. Starting mid-October is when I want to get that working out. And
so soon.
obviously the people who have the script, which is completed.
I heard that the audition form is only available for a few more days, Colin. Is that true?
Yes, it's only available for a few more days. However, until October 20th, I'm offering a 7-day grace period where if you simply ask for the link, I will send it over.
Okay.
And
Ask Colin for the link, guys.
ask me for the link. I'm going to hold on to it. I cannot, have it public anymore on like my links, and I'm not going to be posting the link anymore. So until October 20th, that's the window. And then once it's gone, it's gone. But then you can also be a part of whatever future projects I may have in mind.
Okay.
Excited to
Amazing.
see how it turns out.
Yeah.
Thank you. I can't wait to start shooting. We start shooting in June of 2026. The film will be out in the summer of 2027. That is all I can say.
Wow, you got a whole.
It's a whole thing.
Getting the
We've been
whole scoop
planning
here,
it
guys.
for a long time, and I'm super excited to get it off the ground.
Yeah. So, do you want to share like a bit of a brief kind of plot synopsis, or
I
or
think-
like just keep it all
I
under
can
wraps?
share one simple thing, and it's, what if toys were terrifying killing machines, a la
Oh shoot.
Child's Play or
Chucky.
Annabelle or Five Nights at Freddy's?
Oh, Five Nights at Freddy's.
So just that's all I can say. Just keep your hopes up, and you'll you'll get a sense of what's next.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
FNAF game?
Yeah, are you a FNAF fan?
I'm not really a FNAF fan. I mean, I like some ideas of it, but I think that the lore is just way too overcomplicated and convoluted
Yeah.
for its own good.
Yeah.
Ridiculous now.
100%.
It's weird. It's really, really weird. And I think that the best course of action is just to find a way to have a simple explanation of it, which is even hard to come by because I've watched a 10-minute explanation video on the lore and I'm still confused.
Yeah, I don't think 10 minutes is nearly enough time to
It's
explain
not.
all
You
of
need
it.
like I've watched hour and a half videos before, and I still don't really get it.
Yeah, there's like 50 spin-off books and games, and there's a movie now. They're making another one, right?
Yeah, they're
I
making
think the movies are like blending the game and book timelines.
So the movie is a weird thing because it like there's a lot from both book timeline and original timeline, but they're also doing this weird thing where they're just throwing in a bunch of random other horror stuff. Like we have A Nightmare on Elm Street is an influence, and even Scream is an influence with the casting of Matthew Lillard, whom I've actually met.
Oh,
funny enough.
Actually,
Oh,
we have a
Matthew
story
Lillard.
about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last week I talked about this. I tried to meet Matthew Lillard at Comic-Con, and some super fan kicked me out of line.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
No, I just happened to meet him at a show I was watching. He was friends with one of my dad's writing partners, so I got the chance to meet him at the party, and we
That's
talked a
so
lot about his
awesome.
career. He's a really, really nice guy, and he's really passionate
Yeah.
about what he does, and he's happy that so many fans around the world can grow up with from different generations, grow up with his work. Like, obviously, I grew up with Shaggy.
Yeah, we have like
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo, Scooby-Doo
I
2.
love those movies, and I love Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated.
Me
A
too.
lot.
yeah.
They're both great, and he's a super nice guy. I just can't stress that enough.
We're kind of in the era right now of like crazy castings, like when Chris Pratt got Mario and Charlie Day got Luigi.
Yeah, that's
And
that.
Seth Rogen is Donkey Kong.
Everyone
as well.
was like, everyone was
We're
like,
just talking about the
super-
Mario movie cast. At this
Everyone
point.
was super up in arms about that, but I was never bothered by it because those actors had done voice work before. It's not like they just went onto the street, grabbed a random celebrity, and was just like, "Here, talking to the microphone for 90
I
minutes."
just
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Charlie Day is really your pick to represent one of the most family-friendly characters in history.
I mean, it works pretty well.
No,
I
it
liked him
worked
at
really.
both.
It worked really well. But like beforehand, you think about Charlie Day. His resume is like basically just "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia," which is like one of the most intentionally offensive shows of all time.
I mean, if
It was
it were
just such an oddball pick in my
If it
opinion.
were-
But it worked. I
if it
loved
were me, I would have just cast Charles Martinet again
as Mario,
as
yeah.
Mario and
I
Luigi
like
because
that.
because he made those characters who they are to this day. I
Yeah.
cannot
Yeah.
imagine a single other person
For-
taking on the role, which is why it's harder for me to enjoy the newer stuff that's been coming out since he's no longer voicing the character.
Yeah. For anyone unaware, Charles Martinet is the 30-year voice actor for Mario.
In the
He'd been doing
games.
it since the beginning in the games, and then he got fired in 2020.
I don't think he was fired or like.
Yeah,
he
there was
like-
something
he,
going
like-
on there.
It's weird because Nintendo now does this thing where they just quietly replace their voice cast, which I think is incredibly bizarre. However, I don't think he was fired necessarily, although there was a point in time where I
Yeah.
did. I'm not saying the new voice actor Kevin Afghani is doing a bad job, but he's like
He's no
clearly-
Charles Martinelli.
He's Martinelli. He's no Charles Martinet, but he's like growing into it. I guess
hungry.
I just can't. I probably just can't. I'm. It's gonna take me a minute to like really, really get used to his voice, his take on the character.
Yeah.
If you catch my meaning.
We
I
should
feel like-
have Charles Martinet on the podcast.
Oh,
That
if only we could get him here.
Hey,
that'd
we
be
could try.
awesome.
We can try.
I'll send
I
him
feel
an
like-
email.
I mean, he loves hanging out with fans. So
Yeah, we'll reach out. I feel like a whole movie of Charles Martinet as Mario though would be kind of
some
lot.
people have said that, but I it's like if you watch like Mickey Mouse and you hear him talk for as long with that high pitched voice, it doesn't bother. If
That's
that
true.
doesn't
That's a
bother
good
you,
point.
then I don't think Charles Martinet's Mario or Luigi voice would bother anybody. It certainly wouldn't
he
bother
does
me.
Luigi too.
Yeah, he does all of those. He does Mario and Luigi. Yeah,
Oh.
Wario time.
Oh.
And then Waluigi, where? Yeah,
Really
I'm just going to
impressive.
throw those in there right now because I also do a bit of voice acting,
Awesome.
if you didn't know.
All right, well,
wow.
we're going to go into our next song here. This is Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. And we're back. That was Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. I remember when I discovered that song when I was like 10 and it was on YouTube and I just kept playing it. It was like really cool.
Yeah, we were just talking about Freddie Mercury and the Bohemian Rhapsody movie, which I haven't seen, but Colin has.
I recommend it. Totally.
I heard that it has a really like graphic sex scene in it, and so I never watched it because I was like 13
It's
when
not
it came
that
out.
graphic. It's not super graphic. It's just it's there.
Oh.
It's there.
It exists.
How long is it?
It's not that long. It's like a few seconds.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
That's
Not a huge
That's
deal.
whatever.
It's not a
Okay,
huge
yeah.
deal.
People in 6th grade made a much bigger deal out
It's
of
not
it.
a huge
Sixth
deal.
grade- wait,
Well,
when
why
did
are
it
you
come
going to
out?
trust a 6th grader?
I don't know. I was a 6th grader too, so
I didn't trust 6th graders when I was in 6th grade, but here we
Yeah,
both are.
that's-
I
when did
guess so.
when did it come out?
2018.
Oh,
yeah, that was 6th
So
grade.
7
that's
years
earlier
ago.
than I thought. Yeah,
We're getting
Wow.
old.
Yeah.
Dude. Anyways, I just wanted to ask Colin, so you said you're dialing back on the questionable Instagram posts. So what does this mean for the future of your Instagram? Are you just going to more of the same or like...
Oh yeah, you're gonna keep doing your not gonna lies because I know those are.
Oh
Popular.
yeah, the not going to lie.
Yeah,
It's like,
the NGLs are really popular now, especially when I most recently did that. Just a bunch of comments that are really vulgar, which people still do,
Yeah.
despite the fact that I say I'm not going to answer them because they just want to get in aroused. They just want to get me mad. Those will happen more frequently. I also plan on doing just more general like posts.
Yeah.
I do a lot of stories, but like I also have a collection of a lot of posts that are there. I just don't do that often because it's like a lot of time and effort goes into
Yeah.
making those things. And I used to do 3 of them a day, so I would know.
3 posts a day.
3 posts a day
Jesus.
Wow.
for
that
like
is a lot
2
of effort.
months. And I dialed back as soon as it was. I'm like, okay, this is kind of like overkill. So it was like 1 post a day, and then it just became no posts.
What were you?
It was just 1 post every so often.
What were your 3 posts? What kind of stuff were you posting?
They were
Please
just
tell me.
random. They were just random like pictures I had from like my camera roll or like announcements of projects. It was like it's kind of what I do now.
Yeah, on the stories. Yeah, that makes.
Yeah,
that makes
but I
sense,
realized that doing stories makes it easier because like they also because then you can just keep them there forever, regardless of
with highlights.
with highlights. Yep, I have a lot of those certainly.
Yeah.
I gotta lock in my account.
Those are pretty much just the
Barren.
collection of what's going on in my life. So
We have time for one call-in, by the way. If you call right now and you want to talk to me, Colin, or Jack, we'll put you in. And so 714-516-6187. I think if you're in the Chapman Radio app, there is a button for it too.
I'm
But
sure somebody is going
yeah.
to do that.
if you want to call in right now, we can put you on. But
My one request, and I know that you guys are going to ignore this, don't give me like a really, really hard question to answer. 'Cause that's gonna just
Yeah,
gonna
we'll,
suck.
Yeah.
we'll we'll screen the callers first.
we always screen the callers. But yeah, Colin, what video game, movie, project, what are you most excited for upcoming?
Well, I'm looking most forward to the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which comes out this spring. So that will definitely be the one I'm the most excited for. I think they just announced a Minecraft sequel, which will be really interesting.
Actually? Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, they
they
literally
did.
released it. They announced it
It's
this
gonna
morning.
that's gonna be something weird. I don't know what future video game movie I'm interested in because those aren't like my favorite things ever. They're just kind of mediocre at best a lot of the time. So yeah, but that one, Mario Galaxy, I'm looking forward to. As I said earlier, I love the game, so I'm surprised that they're doing it this early, but I'm also looking forward to seeing what they have in mind. Just one request: don't put licensed music in place of like parts that should have musical score, because the first film did that, and I gave it a pass there. But Mario Galaxy
I want to hear
has-
Gusty Garden.
has one of the greatest, has
Oh,
the
yeah.
single greatest Mario soundtrack. And if Illumination throws in whatever 1980s pop song is
Yeah.
like in their backlog, I'm going to drop my score of
For
the movie
anyone,
considerably.
for anyone unaware, Mario Galaxy has like a super well done orchestral soundtrack.
It's the first
that they made.
The first ever Mario game to have an all orchestral soundtrack, and it was beautifully composed. And to this day, it is one of my favorite video game soundtracks of all time.
I'm most excited for GTA 6.
Oh,
Yeah, have you played GTA 5, Colin?
No, my brother was a huge fan of that. I think he still does play it like
I
on
loved
occasion.
it. It's a magical game, especially living in LA.
I just don't play like live service games or like multiplayer experiences like that. I do mainly like single player stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. I played GTA 5 for a little bit, but
I
it
never
wasn't-
played
it wasn't
GTA
fully
for the
my thing.
multiplayer. I just played it for the story mode. Like I played through that and then I was done.
Yeah, I gotta try it again. But I also like the Mario Odyssey soundtrack. Back to the
That's a
soundtrack
great
games.
That
soundtrack
one's good, too.
too.
That's
I
probably one
still
of my
prefer
favorites.
Galaxy since it's bigger in scale
Mm-hmm.
and orchestral. It reminds me very much of a John Williams score.
Oh, okay.
The maestro
wait, I definitely have to
himself,
play this game
the
now.
great of all time,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right.
legend.
Well, I
Yeah,
hate
no
to
one can
cut you
top
guys
John Williams.
off, but I think that's the end of our show. We're out of time. So
Yeah.
we're going to play Location by Playboy Cardi, and that's our outro song, as everyone knows. And I guess we'll see you next week
Yeah.
with whatever guest we have then.
Thank you so
So,
much for having me.
Yeah,
Thank you,
thank you
Colin,
for
for
coming on,
coming.
Colin.
That
Hope
was so
to
great.
see you guys again soon.
Yeah,
Thank
awesome.
you so much. All right.
Thank you guys so much. We're
you guys.
Jack and Henry, and
Yeah.
we're doing the most. Bye, guys.